I want you to watch this. This is Kamala in an answer on CBS's 60 Minutes before in its raw form and then after editing.
Said Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
Well, Bill, the work that we have done has resulted in a number of movements in that region by Israel that were very much prompted by or a result of many things, including our advocacy for what needs to happen in the region.
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
We're not going to stop pursuing what is necessary for the United States to be clear about where we stand on the need for this war to end.
So what do you think about that? Huh?
Madam Vice President, when you were here last, I asked about the border, which remains a top issue to voters. Yeah. And as you rightly pointed out, the former president blocked the strongest border security bill in decades. But there remains this perception among voters that the Biden administration dragged its feet and waited too long to act to address the border crisis.
You wonder why?
Can you speak to why voters may feel that way?
Sure. Well, first of all, to your point,
this was a question given to them. She was given this question to ask. There was no surprise here. There's no Q&A. And after all, it's The View.
When we first came in office, hours after we were inaugurated, the first bill we offered before infrastructure, before bringing down the cost of prescription medications, it was to fix our broken immigration system.
Complete, absolute lie. They offered a bill. She and what? Numbnuts?
And it never got taken up, in large part for political reasons, because solutions are at hand, and we need to fix the problem. Then, to your point, a bipartisan group of members of the United States Congress, including some of the most conservative members.
Wrong. Bipartisan is, let's get a couple of Republicans. Remember, Liz Cheney is a Republican.
Work together with our support to craft the most serious and strong border security bill we've seen in years.
These are the people. This is the same woman who flew in on a regular basis illegal aliens and buses and planes and put them in, including their Haitians in Springfield. This is absolute unmitigated mendacity, lying at a criminal level never even anticipated or experienced.
Donald Trump got word of it and told them don't put the bill up for a vote because he didn't want a solution, because he preferred to run on a problem instead of fixing a problem.
Absolutely not. This is the man who put up a wall and they took the walls down. They stopped it. They interrupted the funding. Can you believe this? She doesn't even know what she's saying. This is the only script she remembers, the lies.
So then we had to do, in addition to what we've done since day one in trying to strengthen the border, we took further action in terms of executive action. We have seen illegal immigration reduced by half.
You're half? Dear God, you remember recently ICE's own figures. Listen to the lies. This is psychopathy at a level never before. Look, I know politicians lie, but never like this.
The intake of fentanyl reduced by half. But ultimately, if we want a real fix to this, Congress has to act.
Congress doesn't have to act when you've got Mayorkas. This is an executive action basically single-handedly countermanding everything that was done before. You look at this face. You see this? This is the face of psychopathy.
And let me tell you, these border agents are working around the clock. They're trying as hard as they can. They need more resources.
Screaming for resources.
I have personally prosecuted transnational criminals.
Oh, don't give me this bullshit about how you were a DA. You were a DA in San Francisco, then the Attorney General. You didn't prosecute anything. You couldn't prosecute your way out of a paper bag. What kind of a fantasy world are you in? You didn't prosecute transnational anything.
For the trafficking of guns, drugs, and human beings.
Human beings? My God, we've become the human trafficking capital of the world. How can you say that?
I have taken on the cartels.
You have never taken on a cartel. You can't spell cartel. You don't even know where they are. You've taken on cartels Name it. Tell me one operation, one prosecution. I'm sure El Chapo quivered in his boots over the notion of this dingbat prosecuting
The need to fix it. And solutions are at hand, but again, Donald Trump prefers to run on problems instead of fixing problems. He's not solution-oriented.
Can you? Oh my God! But wait a minute. Wait a minute. Here's another one. This is the best one. This guy sold out. I mean, again, he was important 20 years ago. Now, it's a vestige.
Now, you're coming here. You went on The View this morning.
Yeah.
You're going to the shows. You did 60 Minutes. By the way, I thought what was so amazing about 60 Minutes is the fact that Trump turned it down.
Who in their right mind would go on 60 Minutes?
Ultimately, I do believe that this is an election that is about strength versus weakness.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Guess which side you're on, honey?
Yeah.
That we are nurturing and protecting our alliances around the world.
What? Ask BB about that, by the way. That's why they had to fix your answer.
We are supporting America's military, that we are fighting to bring the cost of living down for working families,
Oh my
that
God.
we are building businesses.
Can you believe this? And by the way, remember, she carries a gun.
Real quick, Corner. Have you shot a gun?
Yes, I have.
What? Tell us about the last
Liar.
time.
No.
No, but do you like hunt or like what do you do?
I'm a good marksman. Yes, I have shot a gun many times.
You're a good marks person with a pistol or a rifle?
A pistol. And I'm not, that's it. I'm not going any further with this.
Because I don't know what I'm saying.
Weapon permit or... I'm not going any further with
I
this.
don't know.
You know what?